So hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we are reviewing a brand new custom ROM. Now this is a MIUI custom ROM, and this is the first time I am reviewing a MIUI based custom ROM. So if I made any error during my review, please excuse me because I'm not very experienced at reviewing MIUI ROMs. Let's start with the battery backup of this ROM. Now since this ROM is running on Android 11, the battery guru app was not available. So instead I used this AccuBattery app, which is also a pretty good app to measure the battery performance. And as you can see, there's like 10 hours and 16 minutes of screen on time with 61 hours of screen off time, which is pretty great in my opinion. Now talking about the charging in this ROM, as you can see the ROM went from 7% to 80%, that is phone charged by 73% in 55 minutes. So I'll say the 33 watt is working perfectly fine and there are no issues with that. Now talking about the customization in this ROM, the customization doesn't come in the settings tab, rather it comes baked into the launcher of this ROM. Like you can see here, you can adjust the animation speed, animation rate. You can also disable all the animations altogether if you like that way, and then you can customize that -1 screen if you want Google Discover or you want App Vault or something like that. You can totally customize it. Then you can enable double tap to lock screen option. You can also enable the new unlock animation. Let me just show you that new unlock animation. So it is pretty cool in my opinion. Like you don't see such stuff in OSS or USB based ROMs. Then there is this option to lock home screen layout, and you can also enable this home screen search bar. I quite didn't like the look of it, so I just kept it disabled. There are some customizations which you won't find in any AOSP based custom ROM, like this folder blur, small folder blur, rounded super icons and all that stuff. You can also hide app icons from the launcher. This ROM also has option to customize icons, like those super big icons which MIUI 13 introduced. Like you can see here, there are options. I can enable this 2x2 settings icon, and that's how it looks, and you can just enable it. This works on bunch of icons, like it also works on this files icon. I can also customize the look of the icon. Like you can see here, there are a bunch of options. Now this is the type of customization you don't get in USB based ROMs. I can also make it 2x2 and then let it download, and then this is how it looks. So these are the type of customization which you don't get in any AOSP based ROMs, and many people use MIUI based ROMs just for these type of customizations. Now as you can see, the device is certified, so the banking apps work just fine. There are no issues with that. I have been using Google Pay for like past 3 or 4 days, and I didn't have any issue in any transaction. So there's that. And somehow developer also managed to spoof this device like a pixel device, and you can back up unlimited photos and videos at no charge. So there's that, and it is a pretty good thing in my opinion. Obviously if you are using a MIUI ROM, then you also get this famous MIUI dialer, which many people are getting nowadays, and especially install MIUI based ROMs just to get this MIUI dialer and this MIUI messaging app. And the camera application is the basic MIUI camera, and there are no special features. Like some of the features in this ROM are taken from high-end devices like MEMC and AI image enhancement and all that stuff. There are some of the premium features in this ROM, but the MIUI camera is pretty basic. There is no Leica camera, but all the lenses work pretty fine and there is no issues with that. And as you can see, ultra wide and primary lens work fine. And let me show you, the macro lens also works just fine. there are no issues with that. Talking about the benchmark in this ROM, I tested Geekbench 6 CPU benchmark and I got 642 in single core score and 1534 in multi-core score, which is a pretty decent score in my opinion. And with the CPU throttle test, the CPU throttle to like 94% of its maximum performance, which is respectable number in my opinion. But the average GIPS is kinda low, like 1,20,000 is kinda low even for like Snapdragon 732G. And since this is a MIUI based ROM, you get the MIUI Dolby Atmos, and honestly this is like one of the best Dolby Atmos version out there. And you also get the Harman Kardon certification, and with that the sound quality has been amazing, and I have no problem with the audio itself. All the great features and looks aside, there are some concerning bugs in this ROM. Like sometimes Wi-Fi randomly disconnects. I can't place widgets on my home screen. Like let me just show you. Like imagine if I want to place this clock on the home screen and now it's placed. If I press tick, nothing happens. Like you can see here, nothing is happening. And if I press back, then it all cancels, and for some reason I just can't place widgets on this home screen. And sometimes the device gets unresponsive, and there are also issues of ghost touches, and they can get pretty annoying sometimes, like when you are in emergency situation and you have to use your device, and then you notice the lagginess, stutters and ghost touches. uh, Honestly, this is like a MIUI bug rather than this custom ROM bug. This also happens in the stock MIUI, so I won't blame the developer for this bug. And also, while I was gaming in this ROM, the device got pretty hot, like it was around 44 or 45 degrees Celsius. I know that this is a hot month, uh, but still 44 or 45 degrees during gaming is pretty high. So I hope in the next update all of these bugs will be fixed, and it will provide a better experience for all of us. Not that this is a bad ROM by any means, but the bugs in this ROM leave a bitter taste in my mouth. But if you can live with these bugs, this is a definitely green flag for me. Like the MIUI dialer single-handedly places this ROM in my recommended list, and obviously there is a gameplay in the end of the video. So if you are interested in gaming on this ROM, then definitely check out that gaming review. And on that note, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.
This is a simulation game set in a virtual world and does not represent real life. Please play in moderation, take frequent breaks, and play responsibly.
Team match, let's go.
The blue team has scored for the first time! Killing spree for the red team!
Dead!
in the lead.
Enemy down! Dead! Clear! Expired! Enemy down! Be careful! You're losing the game.
The blue team doesn't have a lot of time left.
Red team victory!